Howdy folks, TJ here. Let's do a little bit of an unboxing. There is 2 packages that recently came to me. One about a week ago and one yesterday. One of them came completely out of the blue. Had no idea something was coming. It was an envelope from a friend of mine, Tim Swenson. He's an aficionado of Timex Sinclair computers. And long time ago, and I made a video a long time ago, he gave me a lot of the older 8-bit stuff he had in his garage that he no longer wanted. He's a software guy, and I kind of like hardware. I'm more the hardware guy. I appreciate the software, but something about sexy old hardware, I'm going to say it, turns me on. Damn, my glasses are dirty. I've got stuff all over them. Anyway, and then I've got another package that came from a friend, Richard Alvarado. Rick Alvarado. I haven't had my coffee yet. I'm really slow. Let me drink some coffee. Richard Alvarado. Let me look. Richard. When I see the name Rick, my brother-in-law's name is Rich. Some go by Rick. Some go by Richard. Some go by Rich. Some go by Dick. I don't know how you get Dick and Richard. Where am I going with this? I don't know where I'm going. I'm going to leave it in. So most people would probably edit that out, but not me. I go off the cuff of I don't script anything. I just wing it. And it's only 7-something in the morning here. Have you ever woken up? Let's deviate a little bit. Have you ever woken up in the morning and go, oh, what a beautiful day. And just feel well rested? I haven't felt well rested for 4 decades. I don't sleep well. I got sleep apnea. I don't have any CPAP machines. I can't handle that stuff on my face. I wake up like a Mack truck hits me every morning. And don't ask me anything in the morning. Normally the morning time, I hate everybody. I hate you. I hate me. I hate my wife. I hate the pets. I don't want to buy anything. I don't want to touch anything. I don't want to fix anything. I'm not mean in the morning, but I'm just very quiet. I get up and I go, what the fuck? Every morning. But then as I sit on the john, that's where I do my greatest thinking. Is this recorder on? I don't know if I even started the recording. I think it is. I got a mic on me. I love these kind of recordings. Some people probably watching this going, this DJ guy's crazy. Where was I going with this? I'm trying to do some unboxing, but I need to drink some coffee. And then I deviated to morning. I'm never well rested. I don't feel well rested. But as the day progresses, I start getting into it. I start saying, I love my Ataris. I love my Sinclairs. I love this. I love that. I get creative. I go out and fix things. But in the morning time, and I get up early every day, I just, I don't like much. I'll admit it. Okay, first unboxing. Tim Swenson, a Sinclair aficionado, Timex Sinclair to be probably more specific because he's in the United States, although he had QLs and everything else. So he was over the pond, in the pond, on this side of the pond. But I received a rogue envelope from him the other day. He creates a PDF magazine for a long time, well before I even met him. I met him, how many years ago, Tim, was it, if you're watching this? 5 years ago? 4 years ago? I actually drove to his place. He had some old 8-bit stuff he no longer wanted. And I could use it because I love hardware. He said he's a software guy. I don't want it anymore. And he gave me a whole bunch of cool stuff. I know and I've downloaded a PDF of his magazine. He has great magazine articles. But I received this in the mail the other day. And I had no idea this even existed. This is a magazine called ZX Zine. But if you look, it says issue 11. 11. So that's no fresh spring chicken. This has been around for a while. January 2025. A new hardware, and it's got a Timex TS2068 on the front with the cool Pico board and a video card, probably the one. Did they call that one the video card? No, it's just a Pico board. Pico upgrade expander. Anyway, it's for both the Timex Sinclair 2068 and Timex Sinclair 1000. TS Pico for the TS 2068 shown above. So this is a magazine. Now, this is not, it started making me question life. I got up, I go, has he been making a hard copy all these years and I just didn't know about it? Because I would have subscribed. I love hard copy magazines. But then as I read this, no. So don't ask down below. I don't think this is something he's selling. If this is a special... let me get off camera for a second. I got to do the Beavis and Butthead, where you crunch it. If you watch that. So it's not something that you could download the PDF freely, I believe. I've downloaded a number of copies. And I'll put the link down below so you can read some of his stuff. But here's a magazine. The front's got it's a nice blue heavy stock. The back has nothing. Normally, magazines, you normally have something back there. I would have put a big picture of Tim's face or something, because if it was Tim's face, some of his friends, if you hang around with the QL crowd, some of them, they do a lot of little jabs at you. They're fun, but they jab you. So I could picture him putting his face here and people throwing darts and stuff at it. I mean, that's the way these people think. It's that whole, I don't want to go there. Anyway, so inside, let's just show you the table of contents first, because you're probably interested in what this is all about. And it says, published by Timothy Swenson, and it's got his email address. ZX Zine is published as a service to the Timex Sinclair community. Writers are invited to submit articles for publication. Readers are invited to submit article ideas. And it's created on, and I'm not going to read everything, because then you get really bored of this video. You're probably like me. It's only 7 something. I don't give a shit about this crap. I don't like you, TJ. You're just as ornery as I am. But anyway, there's an editorial. There's a article about the TS Pico, the TS 1510 and cartridge clone. That sounds interesting. Boreal Basic for ZX Spectrum. Gomoko on the ZX81. ZX Spectrum Assembly Let's Make a Game. Well, that sounds cool. 3 games ported from the Specky to the TS 2068. Dr. Lloyd Dreger, TS 2068 expert. M-Script, Memotech Z80 Assembler. QZX Newsletter, ZX Beta User Guide and Tutorial, Tom's Bent's Improved ROM, How to Back Your Way into Learning ZX80 Assembly, or Z80 Assembly, 1K Othello and Timer Assembly. And so let's just go to, I'm not going to show you everything. You can download the PDF, but I received this seems like a one-off thing, so I'm excited to add it to my collection. But I think the reason why this was printed, and I'll read it to you in a second, this gentleman here was well known in the Timex circle. Unfortunately, he passed away, and I believe Tim collected a lot of the stuff in between the group. He interspersed the goods to put it in proper people's hands. And then some of the monies they got from selling some of the things allowed the printing of the first ever ZX Zine. And maybe this is the last, but let's read a little bit of this. It says, editorial, this issue of ZX Zine is the largest ever produced and the only one to come out in hard copy. The hard copy is thanks to one person, Bill Miller. On September 2023, Bill Miller passed away. I was able to get most of his Sinclair and Timex collection and pass it along to others. Once I recouped my initial investment, the rest of the funds from selling off the collection went into funds for the USTS group. That's the Timex Sinclair group. It is this fund that is paying the cost of printing this issue. I'll leave it there, but you'll see that there's glossy pictures in the magazine. Let's just go find another page and then we'll end this. I was not expecting a printed hard copy of the ZX Zine, so when it arrived, I was thrown amok. and so I'll end it here. Here's a big spread here of different video games. So this is a magazine, and I think also there's some other writers in this. I think David Anderson may have an article in here as well. He's probably the one doing the TS Pico stuff because he is heavily involved in it. So anyway, I'll put the link down below. You can grab the PDF of this magazine. Thank you so much, Timothy, for... I can't call you Timothy. You're Tim. Tim, for sending me this. I'll cherish it. It's going to go right behind me. I've got a bookshelf of all the magazines I love to grab. And just every day I'll grab a magazine and I'll sit here for 10, 15 minutes and thumb through it. I just love old hard copies. So thank you very much. A box came from Richard Alvarado. And it's kind of a heavy box. So I think he sent me some bricks. I don't know if I even started this recording, but I don't give a shit. It's the morning time. I don't care anymore. But anyway, this box is a pretty decent, hefty size, but it's very heavy. I'm going to gather there's probably some books in here. He at one time reached out to me a long time ago and said, I had some stuff. I'd like to send it to you. Got my address. I think that was 2 years ago. I forget. And then time went on, and then he reached out again recently. He said, are you at the same address? Yep. So expect the package soon. So the package came. I think about a year ago he mentioned, did you ever get that package? So I have a feeling it was sent, it was lost. I mean, good old post office. And it took 2 years to come here. Oh, who would have thought? Anyway, we're going to open it together, a rogue package, kind of, from Richard Alvarado. Is that what your name is? There's 4 different people with the last name of Alvarado that I know, and you're one of them. And one of them's, what's his name? I think I know Rick Alvarado, so I had to start questioning myself. Who the hell are you? No, this is Richard. Richard. Okay. So in this box, I'm gonna itch my nose. It looks like there's some heavy books. I don't quite want to lead it, but I want you to see it's a hefty thing. And there's a letter in here, and there's some paper. There's bubble wrap. Bubble wrap. I better not throw it. I don't know. He could have, put things in here. I don't know. But there is a letter. It says, TJ, I am sorry that getting you this stuff took so long to get to you. I honestly thought I sent it a while back. Enjoy all the books, manuals, and software I could spare. Best regards, Rich Alvarado. So Richard, Rick. I know another couple of John Alvarado. I know that guy. There's all sorts of Alvarados. Anyway, okay, so we'll just go through each of these together. If I didn't hit the recording, I'm screwed. So screw it. The Best of Broderbund, AE Choplifter. This looks like probably a manual to a video game. I don't have much for the Coleco Atom. So this is a little booklet. I'll put everything here. Flash Fax Coleco Family Learning Software. Oh, there's a whole bunch of cassettes in here. So these are just not manuals, apparently. There could be software involved with them, too. So here's this. This is all Coleco, so this is good. The one thing, I haven't done, I've done a number of Coleco videos over the years. The one thing about Coleco, it's big. Especially the printer. I fortunately did go out and spend $125 on the little power supply, because the way Coleco did it, it kind of like Amstrad. You got to buy the monitor because the monitor powers the computer and powers this. You got to get it all. And with the Coleco Atom, you have to have the printer to power the computer, or vice versa. No, the printer powers the computer, so it takes up a lot of real estate. I did buy the little power supply, but still, the Coleco is we're going to say a fat computer. It's big, so I got to find a space to do it, but let's continue on. Atom Setup Manual. Cool, you know what? I don't think, it's been a while, but I don't think I had the original manual for the Coleco. I don't remember. Here's a box, The Best of Broderbund. He folded the box, so at least the box would still get here, so that's cool. Very good. I love, Choplifter is one of those games that anybody my age loves. It was the early days of gaming. It was so cool. Coleco Atom Entertainer, Games, Graphics, and Sound. Oh boy, this is a big book full of code that I can type in. So that's always fun, doing a video where you type in and then show the ending. But before you get to the ending, there's a lot of swearing, because you got to go and troubleshoot what you didn't type in. Right. That's always fun. This one's still got plastic over it. Atom Smart Basic Programming Manual Revised Edition. Sweet. Flash facts, introducing flash facts. I think this is just probably part of that other flash facts thing. Okay, there's flash facts. That must have been a common thing that everybody's got flash facts. Fraction fever, family learning games, Spinnaker. I always used to say Spinnaker. So it looks like a game. Cool. Colecovision. Let's go through the books first because that's the heavier part. Adam's Companion. I love reading material. This gives me fodder, I think that's the proper word for it, to read through and learn stuff in bed that you normally wouldn't learn unless you're sitting there being comfy cozy and want to read. Programming Adam. Tons of bookage. No wonder this box is heavy. Coleco. Oh, I can't read it. There's stickers all over. 32 basic programs. Let me put that one here. Flashcard Maker. My coffee's getting cold. Adam User Guide. Coleco Adam. How to use the Coleco Adam. And now a whole bunch of cassettes. Tons of cassettes. I'm going to say 15 cassettes. So games and stuff. Super Game Pack. Donkey Kong. The Best of Broderbund. Oh, I better put those here. I better put my glasses up here. I'm going to break stuff. Zaxxon. Oh, I probably just hit my mic with this cassette. Zaxxon. Vocabulary loader. That's one of those words I'm not going to try to say again. oh, this one fell apart. This cassette's got a little bit of an issue. I think it's missing the bottom. So I bet 2010, the text adventure game. Adam Cake? Adam Calc. Cake. And this appears to be maybe a homemade data pack, and he's put on here what it is. It looked like Adam Cake. I'm hungry. I haven't had my coffee yet. I'm grumpy. Okay, Adam, this looks like a blank tape. I have I've got very little for the Adam, so this is all wonderful to add to my collection. Adam blank. Okay, so I'm not going to keep showing the blank with blank. Are all these blank? No. Flashbacks. And I'm going to start putting them back in here. Flashbacks trivia. This must have been a series of fast facts. Vocabulator. I said I didn't want to say that word. Smart Basic. And then 4 more. And let me put this down here. And then that will be it. The Adam Home Software Library. The Adam Software Home Library. Education, Games and Graphics. Mathematics and Miscellaneous. And Applications. So all these data... I've got more data packs now. I think that's the proper word for it, for the Adam, that I've never owned. I only had one. And then I did receive later on Buck Rogers and something else, but I forget. But anyway, thank you very much, Rich Alvarado, for sending me this care package. Love it. Very nice of you. I've got tons of reading material. Now I've got all these type of games and stuff that I can tinker with and play on my Adam. That I just didn't have available to me before, and finding the real estate. Now that's the next step. Can you come over my house and help me find where I'm going to put the Adam? That's where I'm lacking. I could kick the wife out of the office. I don't know if she'd like that. So anyway, thank you, Tim Swenson. Thank you, Rich Alvarado, for sending me all these goodies. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Now I'm going to go drink the lukewarm coffee because it took me too long to make this video. Thanks for watching. Bye. Sure hope I started this frickin' recording.